Hello everyone, Andy, aka Volts of Extoff, on a 50-foot nerd road trip! Oh my god, there's traffic! That's right, I am on a 50-foot nerd road trip. Unfortunately, there is just me. I couldn't really get anyone else to come with me, because it was a bit too short notice. But what I'm doing is going down to London for one of Kevin Smith's Yoga Hoses screenings. And I know Mike went down with Sunday Joe, I'll refer to him as, with Lexicon Pod Joe, down to see, and Paul actually, they went down to see Kevin Smith doing Hollywood Babble-On live, and that's where we got the Kevin Smith sounder. But they didn't get any like video footage or anything, so I figured I'll get some here, and we'll see what happens. So yeah, gonna go down, watch the document me going down, watch the film, talk about it afterwards, and some of the stuff. I'll even try and give a spoiler-free review at the end, which I can already guarantee you, it's a Kevin Smith film. I will like it. So, if you don't want any chance of any spoilers whatsoever, there you go. There's my review. It's a Kevin Smith film. I will like it. But yeah, I'm gonna go down now, and I'll see you down there. Bye! Hello again, you'll have seen some of the little clips that I've put of the Yoga Hoses premiere. I didn't manage to get much, obviously, because I met up with Dan and we were busy talking most of it. You got like the queue and like the outside and stuff, and yeah, and this is the part that you wanted to know about, like what is my opinion on Yoga Hoses anyway. Well, the whole Q&A and Yoga Hoses and everything was fucking fantastic. I should probably not swear with it being a PG-13 film. Sorry, it's my lack of sleep. That's right, I'm filming this in the light because it's got to the next morning and I'm still awake. So yeah, what can I say about Yoga Hoses that isn't spoilery? This will need some choppy editing. The two leads, Lilly-Rose Depp and Harley Quinn Smith, both fantastic. I don't know how, but for some reason I thought they'd play the character slightly differently, but they totally exceeded my expectations. They were fantastic. I mean, Ralph Garman's part in it is great, and just the way they present him. Stan Lee cameo. Another role in there that I didn't expect, Gila Point being awesome as usual. The Bratsies are hilarious, and all of the Smodcast references, like for example the shirt that they've got up. I think you see it on some of the adverts. It's already up in the Secret Stash store. Is a t-shirt that says red, white, but never blue, because that was something they mentioned on Smodcast, and it was fucking, yeah. I am going to be swearing a lot, like I said, lack of sleep, so sorry. There's plenty of other characters in there that were just fantastic, like the yoga instructor played by Justin Long, Yogi Bear, yeah, he was great. The fact that Jennifer Schwalbach returned as a character from Kimberly Sliders, and it turned out that character was actually Harley Quinn Smith's mum, kind of makes sense. The ending is cool, and obviously at the end of the credits they've got to have the podcast clips. So yeah, all in all, it was hilarious. I would definitely recommend it. I know I spent half the time like glancing at my to the side of me, thinking like that one of the TESD 30%ers, Vicky, should have been there, because she, thanks to me being like, I want someone to go with me, no one's going with me, someone come with me. She bought a ticket and then things came up so she couldn't come. So the entire thing I sat with an empty seat next to me. I felt really guilty. But yeah, I'm sorry about that, Vicky. Kev's Q&As were ace as usual. And the last thing he said, obviously, is advice for me and for you and for everyone, which is all of you can self-express. Everyone should try making their own film. So he's given us 4 years, so I'm going to try and beat him. I'm going to try and beat his goal there. I've already made shorts, so it won't take long to make an actual fucking thing. And yeah, unfortunately, after the Q&A, he had to leave straight away. So I didn't get to get any more clips off him or anything, which is a shame. But never mind, maybe next time. So yeah, when Yoga Hosers comes out, go see it, and I know I definitely will again. Don't know whether I'll take Connor because of all the swearing. There is a little bit. I'm gonna see what he reckons, but you know, whatever. So yeah, that's my opinions. I'll probably add some more info and pictures and stuff to it as well. So yeah, geek out.
Toujours bien. Acheter, ça marche toujours. Ça te fait marrer, tant mieux. C'est vrai. Là, il lui achète tous les 2 jours. Il y a un bouquet d'orchidées. Sauvage. Il a cueilli l'avion.
So I think I'm sitting facing.
Look at that camera, it's way more high tech than mine. So jealous.
Which character is this?
Getting shots ready. Hi! Sure. Oh, equipment and shit. Oh, this fancy stuff. Then, so it'll be the shot through there. Hey guys, Andy aka Volts Effect Stuff. I've just been recording pieces for a movie. Yeah, pretty cool. Just you'll get some shots in here as well of the set and everything. Just basically finished the shoot for the day, just heading off now, so I figured I'd record a little bit of a message. I'm going to try and get a... Say hi.
Hey!
I was just filming a little, like, thing of just been describing what we're doing.
Okay,
so,
cool.
I don't know, do you fancy joining me?
Yeah, sure.
Cool, right. So,
okay.
I'll just do this, fucking easier. Right, so we've been filming...
A film, for now the working title is Balls. It might change by the time it's released, but so for now it's Balls. But it's not offensive. There's an explanation, but you'll know that when you see the film, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a little surprise.
So yeah, I've been helping out playing one of the characters today. You've been filming
More than playing out, you're being the character.
Hooray!
You were the character.
Cool, cool. At least I know I pleased someone then. But you've been filming since... Ooh, I keep moving.
Yeah, we filmed for about a week. We kind of 5 days, 6 days in, and we still have a few more days. Then we have a little break. Then we have 2-3 more days, and that's it. We did the whole feature film in a total of 10 days, I guess. Yeah, there's a bunch of reasons why we can pull that off. One reason is that we have a great crew that is really reactive and know how to capture. It's kind of like a documentary. We capture things, except it's a fiction. So You need, effective
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
The other reason is that it involves music. You'll see that when you see the film, but it involves a lot of music, so we have songs. And the final reason is that I found great people, like yourself, that like just come and literally rehearse for like a half hour. But it's because they already are the characters, basically. I see people, and I'm like, oh, this guy. I met this guy. Can I tell him?
We were seeing Kevin Smith's yoga hoses.
We met in the queue. In the queue, yeah. And I was like, that's my character. And I always do that. I always have characters that are missing, and then I find them in the street, and I'm like, okay, yeah, there you go. And it always works. Never disappointed.
No,
and this guy definitely didn't disappoint me.
Hooray! And then just watch as this, as all my acting for Mad Eye Movies series is shit now. So, oh god.
Okay.
Even the light agrees with me.
Okay, so.
Oh god, but yeah. So this is basically just going to be like a little preview of like what I did today, just showing a bit of the set and shit. So we'll have a more in-depth thing.
We'll have more for you guys, some exclusive shit. So at some point.
Yeah, hopefully. So right. Until then, bye. Geek out. But wait, there's more. That's right, I'm back interrupting myself and Jan because basically I figured I'm going to combine this all with the Kevin Smith Yoga Hoses footage. So it makes sense I can go into more detail about how me and Jan met in the first place and how I ended up helping him with his movie. And I can give you a proper in-depth review of Yoga Hoses too, still without spoilers. So, start off with, when I came down for the Yoga Hoses thing, met up with my my bandmate Dan, and we were, because he lives in London, so we were went and got food and stuff, and we were stood about outside at the venue, right? And that's where after Dan left, that's where you see me see the quick film, the quick footage of the queue, right? So I've done that, and I make a comment like, how long is this queue, haha. And then Jan pretty much, he taps me on the shoulder and goes, now I don't know if you live around here or not, but I'm a filmmaker. I've come across to, because I'm trying to make my first feature film, I've actually been looking for someone like you to fill in this role. I was like, oh, okay. So he pretty much just approached me and said, and like you said, like you saw earlier, he said that was mainly his approach. He looks for someone who kind of fits the character in his head, rather than doing auditions, which is probably why I got the part, because if I had to audition for it, I would have failed miserably, because I suck. But what happened was, I was like, oh, well, because I live in Sheffield, I don't know whether I can come down or not. So we had to figure some shit out. And I was like, well, stuff. And I was like, okay, well, and we talked about like how I was gonna go, and I was gonna try and get a clip of Kevin to go in like a Mad Eye Movies thing, or like before videos and stuff. And I was saying things like that, and he was talking about how he wanted to ask Kev some questions, or at least one question, during the Q&A section. But yeah, I went in, he added me on, we added each other on Facebook, and he gave me his email as well. And I said, well, I'll, depending when these roles are and stuff, I'll see what I can do. I don't know whether I can or not. And then after we were, if you see me like looking around and stuff, that's because I'm currently filming inside a service station. Yeah, we were talking about how how I might not be able to come down, or might not be able to help because I don't live in London. He thought I lived in London. I was like, no, I drove 3 hours to get to this. So then, after the film, at the end of the Q&A, Kev's pretty much like what he said before, and he's like, I want you all in 4 years to have helped, or to have made your own movie, or helped a movie or whatever. And I was like, you know what, he's right. If Jan has a day available for me that I could come down and do because I'm not at work, then I should do it. It'll be fun. So I emailed Jan back and then didn't get. At first I thought, oh god, I've got the wrong email, or he's not got Facebook access or whatever. But then he emailed me back and said, oh yeah, I've got 2 roles, I've got these days available. Unfortunately, he was like, can you do Saturday? And unfortunately, no, I couldn't, because I was over at I was at Paul's house with Mike, and we were doing 50 Foot Nerd stuff. But then he said, how about Monday during the day? I'm like, yeah, that works. So I ended up playing one character today. You'll see more of it when, because he said not to say much about the actual film, but he said to you've seen like little bits of the set and everything that was. So yeah, me and him will go into a bit more detail of it later on when he's finished the editing and stuff, and he can show us more about it. So yeah, that was how that happened and how I ended up doing the filming today. As for Yoga Hosers is utterly fantastic. You need to go and see it. If you're a Kevin Smith fan, you will definitely enjoy it. I'll actually write down a review, like some points for review, and I'll let you guys know, and that will be here. Right, I'm here finally. I know this is even more extra video to go at the end, but it doesn't matter. I've just finished recording an arcade block, as you can tell, and now I'm here to talk to you about Yoga Hosers. That's right, I'm finally giving you that proper review I promised, because last time, in the previous clip, I was sort of sat in the middle of a car park and getting funny looks from the other people that were in the car park because I was talking to myself in a car. And the time before that, I was tired. Very tired. So tired that I had to pull over constantly to try and sleep in the car. So yeah. Anyway, Yoga Hosers. As I've mentioned a few times through this video, I really like it. It is awesome. It's so much fun. It's ridiculously fun. I've got hiccups. But the beginning, Harley and Lilly-Rose, the Colleens, they're in. I keep wanting to call them the Colettes, and I'm sure that's not right. To Google. That's why I keep wanting to say the Colettes. One of the Colleens is called Colleen Collette, and she's played by Lilly-Rose Depp, who plays the daughter of the guy who owns the A to Z, and there's Colleen Mackenzie, who Mackenzie? Yeah, I got that right. That's fine. Sorry, I'm just double checking. Colleen Mackenzie, who is played by Harley Quinn Smith, whose mum is appropriately Jennifer Schwalbach, who's still in the trailer. There's the scene of her in Gimli Sliders, giving the advice about the senior parties and stuff. So yeah, so she is playing Harley's mum. So that's really cool. There's the whole senior party thing leads to a really weird setup that is the type of thing I would appreciate because of reasons. It's really hard to describe without being spoilery, so yeah. When you see it, you will understand why it's the type of thing I would appreciate. Let's just say it's metal. It's very, very metal. But then again, weird Nazi Nazi monsters, to be fair, are pretty metal. I mean, the fact that they're a foot tall and made of Bratwurst, yeah, I guess that's less metal, but it doesn't matter. It's still an awesome film, and Ralph Garman's role later on, like when just he gets a bad guy monologue basically, and as he's doing it, oh, it's amazing. It is amazing. There's what else is there? Obviously, the A to Z is still selling the red, white, but never blue way shirts, which I totally need to get one of. And I didn't notice until this film that I didn't realize in the trailers. I only realized when I was watching that the entire back line of product behind the Colleens, the entire shelf is just maple syrup. And just everyone is saying sorry boot that, as you can see by the trailer, which is funny because that night while I was there, Mike tweeted saying he was jealous of me going to see Kevin Smith's Yoga Hoses, and it makes no sense because I don't watch movies, as you should all know if you've listened to the show, the podcast I mean, which Kevin Smith favorited, which was kind of cool, and he also favorited my reply, which was sorry boot that. But yeah, the film is very crazy. There's like it starts off, you can tell it is like there's certain bits that are set up like a proper sort of girly teenage film, like they introduce characters by putting them in Instagram post type window things. It's kind of like Scott Pilgrim actually. It introduces people in these little windows like that, and and as it comes up with them, it'll have them, their name, a couple of nicknames, some little thing about them, and some extra quote and stuff at the bottom. I want to watch it again and get it on DVD to properly take those in, because they do appear, and then like long enough for you to get the person's name and the little main info thing, but you'd have to watch it a few times. Or, oh God, sorry, you could tell it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. Or you'd have to like pause the DVD to be able to read all of it. I tell you one thing: when Guy Lapointe turns up, there's some stuff in his little card that you will appreciate, and keep an eye on his mole as well. I didn't realise until Mike pointed it out, but on the trailer you can see his mole moving about, and that's like because they keep doing jokes for Guy Lapointe's character, like in Tusk, his nose kind of looked a bit like a penis, and so in this one he's got this mole that just keeps moving around on his face, like, so it's weird, and this whole film is just crazy. It's hilarious, and Justin Long in this film as the yogi of the Yoga Hoses guy, like he is the yoga teacher. He does a really good job. His character is completely different from the guy that he plays in Tusk, and they do reference Tusk a lot, like when Guy Lapointe meets the Colleens again. He says, "Oh, you might not remember, but we met once," and they're like, "Yeah." And and there's one scene in there where the Colleens say something, about bathrooms, and Guy's reaction is priceless. It's great. One thing about the very beginning as well, when they're in the band, the two Colleens are in a band. I think I went off topic there. I was going to mention this at the beginning, but I went off topic. Because I went off topic because I was trying to remember the Colleens' names. I was instantly won over by their band when I saw that it was called Glam Thrax, which is kind of awesome. And then they have this drummer who's covered in tattoos, and then like halfway through the set, halfway through a song, he rips off his shirt and starts doing a drum solo. I'm like, I know a few drummers like that, to be honest, either doing the drum solo or the ripping off the shirt, or both, which made it especially funny for me. Not to many other people, but especially to me. What else happened that I can tell you? I don't want to say too much because spoilers. Justin Long, I'll give you a hint. Justin Long isn't the only returning actor. As you can tell, obviously there's Guy Lapointe and Jennifer Schwalbach as well, and obviously the Colleens. But there are more than just them. And also, as given away by this trailer, by the trailer of the film, this film has an awesome Stan Lee cameo. And just that little bit in that you see in the trailer, there's more to it than that. It's not just him saying, "God damn yoga hosers, yeah, that'll do." He doesn't say that, but it's not just him saying that. He's got like a little thing that he goes on. He starts talking about this and that, and relating to certain situations and stuff. He's still like the telephone operator, and that's the only time you see him in the film. And the one thing I do appreciate is when the cops turn up. You can hear that in the trailer as well, when the Colleens are coming out of the A to Z and all the cops have showed up, and you just hear Kev and Scott reprising their roles as the cops from the original Smodcast, where they coined the term yoga hoser, where they're just like, "Don't move, you yoga hosers." It's hilarious. The entire film, it's just awesome. I was grinning ear to ear for the entire film, and I mean, I think I said it before in earlier clips, but I'll reiterate it here. I want to see it again, just because it does have a lot of swearing in. So I get it. It would work on a teenage audience nowadays, but if I wanted to take my son Connor to see it, maybe it's a bit, with him only being like 7 and a bit, maybe it's a bit over his threshold, although he knows like swearing and what not to say and stuff like that. So, but I'll be honest, I think most of the stuff he would only find funny because I find it funny. So I'm gonna wait. I'm probably gonna wait until it's on DVD to show Connor, just so then he can appreciate it more, or he can say, "Daddy, I'm not really into this kind of thing. Can we watch something else?" And I'll be like, "Okay, I'll watch this later again and again and again." But yeah, it is a fun film. I would definitely recommend it to anyone who's a Kevin Smith fan, and especially a Smodcast and Hollywood Babble-On fan. You will love this film. So it is definitely it for that sort of demographic. This is why Kev can make these films now, because he's marketing to himself. He's basically making movies for himself and for the audience that have just stuck with him all these years. So yeah, that's pretty much, that's the Yoga Hosers thing. And that is also how I ended up being on a movie set after seeing Kev and him saying within 4 years, I want you all to have made a movie. And then I ended up being a secondary character in a movie the following week. So yeah, And I got paid for it too, which made a change. I mean, to be fair, that was petrol money, but you know, because everyone else on the crew, they all came over specifically to film. And oh god, sorry. And the lead actress obviously lived in London because that was her apartment. So I was the only one who had to drive nearly 4 hours for that day. So yeah, it was nice of them to pay me, because originally I thought I wasn't going to be, and that's not why I did it. I did it because, hey, it's an independent movie. I get to help out. That's awesome. And like Kevin Smith said, everyone has the potential to be an artist. You just need to try. You just need to find your message and do it. So, which is why, like, on this channel here we have all the weird videos that I do and stuff like that. So, anyway, back to Yoga Hosers. Yoga Hosers is awesome. Go see it. The other film, Balls, working title. We will have more of that on this channel later on when it's actually released, and I can show more of the behind the scenes stuff. Probably do a bigger interview with Jan about it as well, as said previously in the video. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed all of this. If you want to watch more, you can click subscribe up there. Yeah, up there. Trying to remember. Yeah, the subscribe button will be up here by my hand. There'll be another series or playlist of set of playlists down here. You can watch those, or there's basically, just look through our channel. We've got all sorts: gaming videos, unboxings, sketches, movie reviews, and odd, weird vlog things, and a bonus video of me and 2 other people dressed as members of Steam Powered Giraffe singing for ages. So there's that too. So yeah, until next time, geek out!